Hello everyone, I'm Alexandre Porcelli, and today I will introduce you UberFire. UberFire is a web-based workbench framework inspired by Eclipse RCP. UberFire is the technology behind the next generation of tools and JBPM web tooling, so it's a very important and strategic project for us. Our ultimate goal with UberFire is also to provide a strong ecosystem around it, provide a rich set of components and good underlying infrastructure that allow different users build their own application on top of it. In this quick video, we explore our showcase application that has a good set of features that allows us to explore some key features of UberFire. Just one additional note before we start. This is an alpha version, and we haven't done anything related to look and feel. So, we are aware that it doesn't look good, but we will improve it in the next upcoming release. Okay, with all that said, let's start exploring the showcase application. I will log in with admin user. We have different users with different profiles, but for this video we use admin. When the user logs in, the UberFire displays the home perspective. UberFire has this perspective concept that is very similar to Eclipse concept. That's a set of panels that arranged together form a UI, and you can have multiple perspectives depending on what you want. This home perspective is composed by 4 different panels and 1 menu bar. On the left hand side I have a panel that displays a list of our UberFire videos. If I click here, it displays in this other panel a YouTube video representing in this case a sample application or a QuickTour. This is the QuickTour video. We have here on top a welcome message, and on the left hand side we have the UberFire to-do list. That's a markdown document listed here in this perspective. Let's explore a different perspective. Let's go to File Explorer. One key component of UberFire is a VFS, a virtual file system. Using virtual file system, you can use in abstract way any kind of virtual file system implementation. Showcase uses behind the scene a Git implementation. So we can explore here in this File Explorer a Git repository. So we explore the file, it displays its content, and one interesting thing that we can explore in this UI is the ability to drag and drop panels and compose and build our own UI. This is possible through our window layout manager. Is really powerful. We have different viewers. If I click here on the markdown document, it displays a proper rendered markdown document. But it also allows us this File Explorer allows us to create our own repository. So let's back here. One interesting thing in UberFire is that we may have context panel, context information. So when I click to a panel, it displays context menus or context toolbars. So I click in the other one, it hides. So let's select create a new repository, a test repository, and it creates here just an empty one with just a README file. But it allows us to clone a repository also. So let's clone a repository. Let me get one repository from my GitHub account. That's here, a JBPM examples. JBPM examples. Here the URL. And well, here it is. We have now our POM files, and I could manage to have a different UI. Well, depends on whatever you want. I want to see 2 POM files side by side, for instance. That may be helpful depending on what you are doing. Okay, now let's change the perspective and go to a more managing perspective. That is a dashboard. And this UI shows you how powerful UberFire can be. So we were exploring files, and now we are presenting a perspective that gives to the user more management information, like stock codes, weather information, sports news, a list of to-do things, or a list or a chart here that displays the performance by user of tasks finished. So it's a different layout that you can compose with any kind of panels that you want. And now back to the home UI. One interesting thing with our perspectives is it keeps the layout. So, oops, let's do this change here. If I go to another perspective, let's go back to dashboard. Back to the dashboard, so change here also, and back to home. The layout's preserved, so the to-do list is kept here. So let's put the one last perspective. That's the ability to edit Markdown documents live. So in the left hand side here I have a text editor, and on the right hand side it handles the Markdown for me. So some content goes here. We may have some bullets, some nested bullets. So it's a Markdown document. We can also have this, just in showcase, we created the ability to attach new screens to this perspective. We have here, for instance, if I want a chart, or I could do this layout. I see a chart while I edit my document, or I could even have a file explorer. And note, now I have a file explorer with the toolbar, with the context menu bar, and all of this. So that's it. This is the idea to show a quick intro to UberFire showcase that shows most of what we have in UberFire. See you, bye bye.